To fly with each wing she's shown. First crochet, then knit, now sewing she goes. Spinning and dyeing, what's next, who knows? She walks her path with courage bright, from morning sun to stars at night. No task too small, no dream too high. She'll soar above, reach the sky. From thread to thread, her story weaves a journey of strength, best believe. From spinning wheels to stitching seams, she crafts her world, living her dreams. Each new skill, a chapter turned. With every challenge, lessons learned. In skeins of yarn, her spirit threads, creating life with needle and thread. She moves with grace through tangled lines, with heart so pure and mind that shines. No fear of what's yet to be sown, a future bright and love she's known. From humble start, she's climbed so far, her inner glow now like a star. With every stitch, a vision clear, a realm she's built without fear. Oh,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight. It's looking like it's going to be just me tonight, as our Mel had surgery last Friday and we spoke earlier today. She was hopeful that she was going to be able to make it, but she was very tired and a bit of pain. So I'm hoping that because she's not here, I'm hoping that she is resting well and hopefully getting some good sleep, because as we know, we heal the best when we are resting, especially when our bodies are asleep. Then it can just focus on healing and rebuilding what it needs to do. So if you would join me in sending our wonderful Mel from Lithalia's Little Hook all of our love, light, prayers, however you do it, it would be greatly appreciated. Now, tonight I am going to do a bit of spinning with you guys. Let's see. No. I just took off the wheel, what we spun up the last couple of weeks. So this was the representation of fire and its aftermath. Now, this week we will be spinning the representation of the dragon's skin or scales, or however you want to see it. We're going to spin up some dragon yarn together. When they are all done and spun, we will apply these two colors together, and therefore entering, well, I don't enter the giveaway part. I just like to take part when I have the time to do so into the Erin Crafting Kitty and Ray's from Ray's Yarn Addiction Dragon Make Along. If you have not heard about that, please do check out their videos, because they can give you all the details of what is needed to participate in their make along and giveaway. Miss Aria, of course, is joining me again tonight. She has just had her evening meal. She will eat one more time, probably before bed. So we just went out for a walk, and she's running around playing on the floor. So I'm sure you will see her down here by my feeties off and on as she decides to use myself or the spinning wheel as something to scratch on. Let's see. I need to split this fiber down before I can start spinning it. What are you guys working on tonight? And let me go back and actually welcome you guys in here. We had Dawn with a 12 months of membership. Oh my goodness, have I had a membership that long? Holy smokes. Wow. Thank you very, very much, Miss Dawn. It has been a pleasure to have you as one of my members. And then we have Miss Adele hiding out in the bushes as usual. And then we have Regina and Moonlight Crochet is here. Miss Tracy and Angela Wright, Dragon Life, and creative crafter Pam, welcome in, sweetheart. And Arrow Lover, my newest winner. She won over at Dawn Yarn Dolls this morning while we were celebrating Dawn's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Dawn. And we have Carrie Penderson and Sally Stevens and Denise Lee and Miss Demetra the Naked Snail. And Rebecca McCauley, welcome in. Believe that's everyone. If I missed you, just raise your hand and say, hey. But if you guys want to tell me what you're working on, I'd love to hear about it. I have been making really good progress on the Stormtrooper blanket. I hit row 84, so we are past the halfway point now. Very exciting times. So this week, because this is a commissioned piece, I will be foregoing Witchy Wednesday this week, although I don't think many people will really mind because nobody's really watching Witchy Wednesday. It's only gotten like 40 or 50 views this week, and last week the same. So I am going to not do Witchy Wednesday this week and just keep focusing on the Stormtrooper blanket so that hopefully I can get that done and dusted by the end of the month. Next month, we can crack out the rest of that wizard and then get on to our phase of the moon wrap, as well as back into mosaic crochet with my lover's blanket. Hello, Miss Sally. It is a very, very pretty green. Fun fact, before I got pregnant with my youngest child, my daughter, I loved the color green. Hunter green, in fact, was my very favorite color green. I really, really enjoyed the dark, rich tones. And then I found out that I was pregnant with a little girl. And all of a sudden, I became about getting cute and wearing my hair nice and being pink and being a lot more girly than I'd ever been in my life. And I have not been able to shake that feeling ever since I had her. I still very much love to be in the woods and playing in the mud and the muck, and all the creepy critters don't bother me, but I want to do all those things while looking cute. Where, in my younger days, I would not have cared one iota about being cute ever. Matter of fact, it was the furthest thing from my mind is anything about being cute and whatnot. All I wanted to do was play sports and get dirty. My daughter changed all that. I'm very thankful for it because it did soften me a bit. Hello, Miss Mandy. Welcome in, honey. Wonderful to see you. Oy. I will start spinning in just a moment. I just got to split down this one last bit of fiber. And then I can get to work on making some beautiful yarn. Boy, got all twisted up and now it's wanting to twist upon itself while I'm trying to separate. There we go. I do it this way because it helps me to remember what end I'm starting at. I found that if I leave them outstretched long, by the time I finish one, I can't remember where I started. So I put them in a bird's nest and I always start from the center of the nest, just like when I'm crocheting and I cake my yarn, I always start from the center. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Arrow Lover, I kind of thought the same thing. I thought my cat was going to have a field day with the wool and be all over the fiber. And I mean, now, obviously, all cats are different, just like all people are different. But I have not had any issue whatsoever with my cat while I'm spinning. The only issue I've ever had with her in regards to spinning is every time she sees me spinning and she's out running around doing her thing, she insists that she needs to be in my lap because obviously I'm not doing anything. She will rub up on the working yarn as I'm spinning it, but she doesn't she doesn't do anything else. She's never like attacked my fibers. She's never, tried to eat my yarn or anything like that. Um, she's actually not been a problem other than, trying to get in my way. I'm trying to spin and she's right under here and, you know. Ari is actually more of a pain when it comes to spinning than the cat. And it's only because she insists that she needs her belly rubbed on my foot, or she wants to rub on the brackets of the spinning wheel, or she wants to rub on the wheel itself. All awesome, Regina. I'm sure it will be amazingly beautiful when you are done. Yours tries to eat it. Oh, that's not good. You cannot have any eating of the yarn. But then again, I guess my cat was born in our house. So she has been around yarn quite literally her entire life. Matter of fact, she was born on my lap. Aria is 8 or 9 weeks old now, I do believe. My memory is absolute uh, caca, so sometimes I have a hard time with that kind of stuff. But I believe it's either 8 or 9 weeks. Right? Yeah, they got itchy chins, or they want to see, they want to see what's up. Hey, Miss Liz, if you want to pop on up with me, you can, sweetheart. I'll send you the link. No pressure. And welcome in, Miss Liz. Love you, sweetheart. Boy, this has been an absolutely lovely. Well, it was good of you to adopt her, Arrow Lover. Oh, girl, I know all about them things. And and here we are trying to scratch our belly while Mom is spinning, or cuddling while I'm spinning. She makes it interesting, if nothing else. Thankfully, I've only had a couple hot flashes. Mine right now is still reserved for just night sweats. She is, Carrie. And she knows it. See, this is the problem. She knows that she's that cute. So today, this evening actually, um, it was how about 6 o'clock or so, and I was trying to extend, give her more stuff to do so that we could eat dinner right before the live so that she wouldn't by any chance think that she is hungry during the live. So I was like, well, let's go outside for a minute. So I took her and the dogs outside, and I was like, well, let me go out and feed uh, the male pig real quick. And so I was out there, I had his feed, and I was talking to him, just about to enter um his pen, and here she comes flying across the yard, gets to the fence, hops right through the fence, and comes running straight up to me. Obviously, she's a bit small for the fencing that we have right now, but give it 2 weeks and she won't fit in it through it no more. So I go in, I feed him real quick, and she stays on the outside. And then she followed me all the way back to the feed shed and the lawnmower shed. And then we went back into the main yard where she's supposed to be. Little turkey right through the fence, like it wasn't even there. Can we spin, Miss Ma'am? Hmm? And go for a ride? You're making my job difficult, you know. She says, I don't care, Mom. Huh? Come here. Come here. You want to see everybody? Huh? Well, everybody wants to see you. Yeah. Everybody wants to see you, whether you want to see them or not. No, she doesn't want to miss anything. She's got to be in the middle of it all. Hmm. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. I know you're the star. Mm-hmm. You stole the show. Oh, it's a gibbering. It's cold. The baby's cold. If I'd let her, she'd get right inside this sweater and still sit right here, and she'd snuggle inside this sweater all day long. She's impossible, I tell you. Yeah, she needs her own crown for sure. As soon as she gets full sized, I'll get her one. And a little tutu. We're gonna have to make her a little tutu. Hmm. And I even have the fabric where I could make her a fabric tutu that would probably fit her now, and possibly even still when she's full grown, because I have the smocking fabric. Hello, Jackie. Welcome in, sweetheart. Oh, it's a shivering baby. Well, go get snuggled in your blankie. Let's go snuggle in your blankie. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants to snuggle down in her blankie. Like having a newborn in the house all over again. Not that I mind. For the most part, Tina, she has not had any accidents in the house. She goes outside to go potty, or when she's in her crate, she does have a litter box. So she will use the litter box. Like if I'm asleep or if I'm not home or something like that, that's what she does for right now. Of course, the goal is that you know when she's by the time she's full grown, she'll be completely housebroke like the dogs and do all of her business outside. She should get about 25 to 35 pounds, or 35 to 45 pounds. I mean, I'm sorry. Hello, Ganny Joe. Welcome in, sweetheart. What wonderful to see you. So yeah, she won't get incredibly big. She'll be around the same size as my male, and he's not even quite knee high. So, and he's a great big baby too. Just like her, if you start scratching on his belly, he flops over and he wants all kinds of belly rubs. Yeah, it's a manageable size. They're big enough where you can play with them, but not so big as they can rule the roost very easily. Because pig-headed is a saying for a reason, as they can be very stubborn, but they are also very trainable. So definitely have to teach them. You know, so far we haven't had any major issues with her. Do have to work on her getting irritable with the dogs. She actually, doggy life, she just went into her crate to snuggle down into her blankie. I'm sure she will be back out before the end of the live because I left the door open so she can come out whenever she wants. I'm sure once she wakes up from a little nap, she'll come out and want some more lovin's. Yes, yes, Sally. Very smart pig. My favorite was always Wilbur from Charlotte's Web. Although my favorite character from Charlotte's Web was definitely Charlotte, because I've always loved spiders. Actually, Tina, they're actually easier than a puppy when it comes to house training. Um, it's much like a cat. Give them a small space in their litter box, and they just kind of figure it out. And then, they are also quite a bit like a dog, where they get used to, um, when I feed her, as soon as her bowl is empty, I take her outside and we wait out there until she does her business. Generally, when we first started doing it, it took probably anywhere from 15 minutes to a half an hour before she would do what she was supposed to do and we could go back inside. Now she knows as soon as she gets put down on the ground, or the second we get outside, if she's walking out there by herself, she knows why we're out there and she does what she's supposed to do. And especially when it's chilly out, because she doesn't like to be cold. She wants to be in the house snuggled in all the blankets. She is already very, very pampered, which is 110% my fault. I will admit it. Just don't tell the king I admitted that, all right? Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I have something to give give out tonight. I didn't even say. There we go. Let's see who gets on. Too Old to Care, Dawn P, Elizabeth Toller, Suzanne the Swedish Yarny Hooker, and Lenan Nan's Crochet. Congratulations and welcome into the membership. I know I need to get some members only content out to you guys. I will be doing that hopefully this next week. I have something special for the members planned. Hello, Miss Lisa. Wonderful to see you, sweetheart. If you want to come up after you're done with lunch, you're welcome to, sweetie. Just let me know and I will send you the link. Oh, yes. What's for lunch, Miss Lisa? Bonnie would like to know. And everyone is saying hello. I think this is going to work out really amazing for some dragon yarn. This green is spinning up very, very cool. Even where the white bits are, it's pulling in some of the color from the other bits. So it's looking very interesting. Thank you, Miss Carrie. After I'm done spinning this green, I will apply the two together and then start the process again, because I was using two full braids of fiber. I will end up with two hanks of yarn by combining the two. My plan is to either sell or keep one of the two dragon yarns, and then I will be sending the other one to either Miss Ray from Ray's Yarn Addiction or Erin from Crafting Kitty, so that they can add it into the winner's prize pack, as I have done in years past. Matter of fact, the very first year that Erin and Ray did this make along, I made mermaid yarn, because they were doing a mermaid, right? No, unicorn, sorry. Unicorn yarn, because they were doing a unicorn blanket. And that make along birthed the idea of friendship yarn. Um, Oh, thank you, Ganny Joe. You're so very sweet, honey. Thank you so much. I'm going to play you a little something in just a moment here. But when I sent the unicorn yarn to Erin, a bit of it, I sent it to her as friendship yarn. And ever since, I have randomly sent different friends a bit of my hand spun yarn as just a sign of my love and appreciation and our friendship. So it's amazing how one person's idea can, turn into something, something inspirational to another person. So then they come up with a neat idea. And since I started the friendship yarn, quite a few of my other fellow spinners have done friendship yarn as well. And I think that is so awesome that that idea has spread the way that it has. Let's see, back to the right screen. And we are going to play this for Miss Hey Joe. Thank you very much. Boogie down. Thank you, Ganny Joe. And I think I seen, okay. Sending you big hugs and all in the chat. 2 months of membership. Thank you very much for your membership to Ganny Joe. Well, I know that, my hand spun yarn is not affordable to everybody, and I completely understand that. Oh my goodness, Steve is here. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Welcome, man. Thank you very much for stopping in. If you guys don't know, Steve is my website developer, and he is who gives me all the information that I need when, like someone makes an order and it doesn't tell me what fabric I'm supposed to make the bags out of. Steve helps me out to find that information. He also makes sure that the pictures I take get put up on the website and things look proper on there. He makes me look far more professional than I truly am. He is amazing. And I have a little video for him. So I'm going to play that real quick as well. And if you or anyone you know is looking to have a website built, I can recommend Steve from Harnell Media, hands down. Every single time, you will very much enjoy working with him. And Miss Maggie's in the house. Hello, Maggie. Welcome in, sweetheart. All right. Enjoy your shower, Ganny Joe, and have a restful evening. Hopefully, you will sleep real well. Ooh, we're getting in some more color. We're getting a little bit of green and down into the blue greens now. Anyone got any special projects they got going on this week? I got my second bag order of the year yesterday, so I will be doing that after the live tonight. I'll be putting that bag together. And as soon as I get that job done, I will be right back to work on this Stormtrooper blanket so that that person can have their blanket as soon as possible. And I took a picture today, because today I did the row with the most bobbins, that I've had to work with on this blanket at one time on it. So as soon as I finished the row, I laid the blanket down on the living room floor and snapped a picture. There are 27 bobbins attached to the blanket on that row. Absolute craziness. But like I said in the beginning, I have reached the halfway point, and from here on out, the rows get fewer and fewer color changes, and we're almost to the point where it's going to be fewer and fewer blocks every single row. We've got 8, maybe 10 rows to go until I will be decreasing on both sides. Good night, Miss Tina. Thank you for coming in. And hello, Bear. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, yummy. What we making for dinner tonight? I've done bobbins before. I've done them with like the refrigerator magnet clips, or the clips that you use for your chip bags, but then they got a magnet so you can put them on the refrigerator. I've used those. Pain in the tuchus. Big time. Now this time I had planned on investing in some bobbins because my friend Jude at Llamas and Pajamas, her and her hubby have gotten a 3D printer. And Mr. Pajamas is very, very talented and loves to support his wonderfully talented wife. And he designed some bobbins. Well, I wanted to buy some of these bobbins from him, and well, neither one of them would hear of it, and so they sent me some bobbins, which I'm not going to complain about whatsoever. um, and I am absolutely head over heels in love with these things. Now, it's not because they are from the pajama family, although I'm not going to say that it doesn't help. um, but they are extremely easy to use. I have not had any issues with my yarn tangling or being unruly. It's helped the speed of this project immensely and has saved me countless ends. Now, yes, I have a good number of ends to weave in because, like I said, one row might have 27 bobbins, the very next row might only have like 20, 23. So you have to delete quite a few bobbins in a row or start more bobbins in a row. So, there's going to be start and stops and there's going to be ends. But the amount of ends that there could be is greatly reduced and has made this project a lot more manageable. I'll be right over, Bear. Save me a plate. She's having pork roast with Brussels sprout squash, onions, and taters and salad. Yes, ma'am. Please and thank you. Actually, I will be making a pulled pork tomorrow night. And the Brussels sprouts sound amazing, although I'd have to eat them alone. Well, Aria would help me. Um, and if I made fried squash, the king would eat it. I love absolutely all of that. The king is not a fan of a lot of the veggies. Hello, Vima. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. What are you working on tonight? Oh, yes, Brussels sprouts are amazing. Then again, if it comes from the garden, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be head over heels in love with it. I very much love my veggies. I will clear my plate of veggies way faster than I will of any meat. Although, meat's good, don't get me wrong. Like, I like a little bit of it, but I would just rather my veggies. And when it's that time of the year where you can just go out and pick off the plants, I very rarely have to cook for me in those times because I will be stuffed full just walking through checking on everything every night. Oop. Oh, goodness. Getting a big old mound. And check that camera every once in a while and remind myself I need to move my guide. Yeah, I'm all about the veggies and the fruit, and that's why this next weekend again we will be out in the woods knocking trees down, so that hopefully by next summer, which I know that's a very lofty goal, but I'm hoping by next summer I will be able to dig up and have my full garden spot in the back part of my yard, my land, I should say, and a bit beyond a yard. Because I want to have all the vegetables. I want to have all the fruit. I want to have, I want apples and pears and peaches and plums and cherries. And I've already got figs growing. Hopefully, we will actually get some fresh figs this year. That would be nice. And if tomorrow is nicer than today was, because it was cloud cover and misty raining all day, I plan on putting in. It was going to be a flower bed, but I have decided that I want my herbs to go in there instead. So I am going to be putting in a special flower bed or herb bed tomorrow, but it will be a shaped bed. Um, I'll let you guys see that when I finally get it done. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome in, sweetheart. And then I've been playing with an idea because I don't really get enough people to come to my regular lives, to do like a members only live. There might be one or two people there. Hello, Jill. Welcome in, sweetheart. Wonderful to see you. I have decided, I think, that on Monday nights, probably starting next week after my live, so depending on how long the live goes, by my live I mean mine and Mel's live, no matter if we're live at her house or live at my house. I plan on doing a hangout section or a hangout session in my Discord for anybody that wants to join the Discord group. You're more than welcome. All you need to do is send me an email, let me know that you are interested, and I will send you the link. You can become part of the group. And a reason I do it that way is because there are, you know, not everybody on YouTube I like or, I get along with. Um, so I do it this way so that I can choose who is coming in and being part of the group. But the plan is whether we go an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours here. After that live ends, say give it 15 minutes so everyone can go, get a drink, stretch their legs, go pee, whatever they need to do. Then you can come in to Discord. Discord is oh, awesome. I love dehydrating stuff. It's so much fun, and it's such a great way to preserve our foods. But anyway, sorry. Discord is like, it's kind of like Facebook, kind of. Um, but like you could come directly to my page and you can message me. You can message other people that are in the group. You can post things, your pictures if you want to, or I'm not into the memes. I do send them with like one of my girlfriends. Not memes. I do like the stupid short videos. I'll send to them. But I'm not into the memes. But if you wanted to send memes back and forth to each other, you can do that. If you want to send silly videos back and forth, you can do that. If you want to have a face to face video chat or phone call, or like just a not video but voice chat with somebody in the group, including myself, you can do it one on one, or we can do it in a group setting, which is what I'm planning to do on Monday nights after the live, where everyone comes in. If you don't want to turn your camera on, I'm not going to force you to, but if you do want to turn your camera on, awesome. If not, you just sit back and we all chit chat and back and forth with each other. You can see me, I can see you, whatever. We can talk about our projects, just have a hangout, a relax, no pressure. There's no money involved. A lot of people do Discord for membership, this tier and higher, or you have to be part of their Ko-fi, and I'm not dissing that. I'm not dissing what anyone else does. This is how I want to do it, so this is the way I'm doing it. It is free for absolutely anybody that is part of my YouTubes. If you want to hang out with me and you want to craft with me for an hour or so, send me a message. I'll send you the link. We can hang out in Discord. If you have a question on a project, you're stuck on something and you need some help, you can send me a message directly through Discord. Or you can pose it in the group and say, hey, I'm working on such and such patterning and having this issue. How can I fix this? And someone else in the group can answer your question. There are not many people in this group as of this moment. I think there's, other than people that do YouTube, like, like this beyond the video, I think there's one person in the group that is just a watcher. Um, and there's only, I think altogether, there's maybe 10 people in the group. Um, so it's nothing huge, it's nothing big. And like I said, you are not forced to turn your camera on if you don't want to. There's no money involved. It's free to set up a Discord. If I can answer any other questions, please feel free to ask them, and I will do my best to help you out. Hello, Miss Karen. Welcome in. Yeah, internet's a pain in the backside, ain't it, Jill? Seems like when we really want it to work, it leaves us cussing. I hope I explained it well. I don't understand all the stuff and the technical sides of stuff, but I'm trying. That's the best we can do, anyways, right? It's just try, huh? I mean, I've been able to figure it out, and I'm probably one of the least tech savvy people. So, I mean, it's really not hard. we're almost to the end of this first strip of fiber. After I'm done with this spin, like I get the uh, next part finished up as well, the second hank. We will be blending some fiber. We're going to do a spin for our lovely Mel. I've had some ruby fur for a while, but Mel asked to not have anything sent to her for a bit. So I put it on pause, but I want to get that project started here pretty soon. So I will be blending the ruby fur with some wool, and then we will be spinning it up and sending our lovely Mel 2 hanks of ruby yarn. Hopefully she can make something absolutely amazing with that. It will be a first for me to spin with dog fur, or um, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. I think a couple of the other girls got some ruby fur as well, and are also going to be spinning Mel some uh, ruby yarn. So she will have lots of her baby to make something amazing with. We were supposed to spend the week in the weekend in the woods again this week, or this last weekend, but the king decided that he needed to get some schoolwork done. So, that is extremely important as well. He is, besides going to work full time, he is taking a college course to get he's getting a degree in machine maintenance. So he will be able to get a better job in the company that he is with. Um, and even if he decided to go somewhere else, he would be able to do that as well, um, with the degree that he is getting. I'm very, very proud of him. He's working very hard and going to school. So, oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited, Jill. I want to see that so bad. And I've got one design all drawn out, and I've got the material here to make my templates. And another friend of mine reached out and asked me to work on another design. So I guess in the next month or two, we will have a couple new designs coming out. Now I don't know if I'm going to add these to the lineup full stop, or if I'm just going to do a few bags for my friends, or what I'm going to do. I guess it will depend on what you guys think of the designs when I finally release them. One is again a carrying bag that you can work out of while you're walking, and the other one is more of a stationary bag that you can put your cakes in, put it on the floor, and work directly out of your bag while having it sealed up, say if you had cats in the room. Well, I look forward to very very soon seeing an update of them all caked up, and you telling me how much you're having so much fun working with it. I truly truly hope that the yarn does for you the way that you're wanting it to. We got 21 people in the house. Awesome sauce. I got some yarn on the way in the mail. It actually could be here tomorrow, but I won't be able to go and get it until after the king gets home from work because besides working on school this weekend, he tried to fix an exhaust leak in the car, which, yeah, we had to get a new part. So um, the king is driving my car this week. So unfortunately, I have no vehicle, which means I want to go all the places and do all the things. Because if my car was sitting here, I would want to go absolutely nowhere and have absolutely no desire to do any of the things. Because that's just the way my brain works. 34 thumbs up. Woohoo! Thank you guys very, very much. I do appreciate it. Do remember to come back and just, even if all you do is leave a little thumbs up or a smiley face or your favorite color in a heart, something like that, leave a comment on the replay because of course the cauldron will be picking a few names from the replay of our live. But oh, I have, like I say, and I have yarn on the way because um I did the sweater dress last month and participated in Camille's Creations Love Yourself cardigan make along that she did, which, generally, if I can participate in the things, I do, but I don't participate in the giveaway part in general. However, that being said, sometimes if it's a handmade item, like something that person crocheted or knit or sewed, or once in a while, if it's like hand dyed yarn, something like that, I will enter because it's not just a store bought something. It's something directly from the hands of this person that I care about and that I'm watching. Um, well, Camille decided to dye some yarn. And then she also decided that she wanted to do like a another make along thing with that prize yarn. She asked that we all decide whatever it is we want to make. Not, it doesn't have to be the same project as she's doing or any of the other of us is doing with the yarn that we won, make up a project and send her a picture. So obviously, just like me, we like to see the yarn that we made dyed turned into something amazing or spun. So I said, okay, I will accept this giveaway prize because it's a handmade thing and because I can participate in another thing with no prize. It's just something fun to do with some friends. So I have some hand dyed yarn on the way. Hello, Miss Lisa. Welcome in. Lisa's Crochet. It's good to see you, sweetheart. I don't know why that. Oh yes, Miss Sally. I pick from every short I put up, every live, every video. We pick from the comments because we want to give the friends all the chances they can possibly get to get in on the goodness. And if you know for some reason you've not been here before, the cauldron is right there. It's a little cookie jar up on the shelf. And it's nothing ominous. It's just a cookie jar. And I write down 3 names randomly out of the comment section for all the videos. And at the beginning of the month, we draw one of those names, and that person either gets a random box of yarn, something I've made, or one of my bags. Which is obviously something I've made, but by something I made, I mean something I've knit or crocheted for you guys, or maybe sewed or something like that. Um, and then this month, it's guaranteed to either be a random box of yarn or a bag, which you know, whichever I'm feeling like at the time, or I can afford with the shipping. You know, shipping's astronomical. Um, but that's what we do. It doesn't cost anything. You can't buy any tickets. There's, you know, and that's not to throw shade at anyone that does the tickets for the super chats or anything like that. Again, everyone has their own way of doing things for their own reasons, and that is wonderful. Oh, not that kind of maintenance, Miss Lisa. Um, the king will be doing machine repairs and like making parts for the machine if they can't order the parts anymore. Or right now he works at Bridgestone or Firestone. I'm not sure if you have Bridgestone or Firestone in Australia, but it's a tire company. They make car and truck tires at his plant, and across the road from his plant is another Bridgestone plant that makes like the off-road tires. So the tires that go on the great big ginormous trucks that like drive in the huge rock quarries, where quite literally almost everybody in this chat could stand in um like on the bottom rim of the tire and not reach the top rim of the tire, being the center part. Like 3 or 4 of these tires is all they can put on one semi. They're huge. Right now, the king actually makes, you know, he works on the machines that makes the tires. Um, Once he has finished his degree and got accepted fully into the program at the company, he will be fixing the machines that makes the tires. And I hope they get in there and get your stuff fixed very, very soon, Miss Lisa. I know what it's like having issues at home with things not working right. I still haven't gotten a new dishwasher, so I'm having to wash the dishes. Ugh. Which I really ought not to complain because there are plenty of people that have to do a lot worse than that. You know, you just get used to having those luxuries and not having to do those jobs that you don't like to do. And when you have to do them, it's just not much fun. But hopefully, I think tonight, by the time I get off the live, I will be ordering my dishwasher. I was going to get new glasses. We ordered them We went and we both got an eye exam like 3 weeks ago now, almost 4 weeks ago. Um, my right eye stayed the same. My left eye got just a shade worse. We were told that our glasses would be back in a week. Well, this is 3 weeks later, and my glasses and his glasses still have not made it back to where we are supposed to pick them up. So we got tired of waiting and asked for a refund. And the refund finally came back today. And instead of getting glasses right now, I decided that I need this dishwasher because I'm just absolutely sick of putting my hands in that water. So I'm going to get off the live. I guess I will be ordering a dishwasher. And hopefully by the end of the week, I will actually have one. I absolutely love to cook and bake and do all that, but doing the dishes is the most gross, disgusting job in the world. As far as domestic jobs, anyways. Ugh. So my new washer and dryer is doing very good. I'm very happy with them. It's been a bit of a learning curve to figure out all the things that they do and how to do them, but it's not been bad at all. Yeah, Miss Sally, it was trauma over having to be the dishwasher growing up that makes me not want to do the dishes. My parents were notorious for if you missed even the slightest minute spot, or if they didn't like that the way that you stacked anything or whatever, that there was serious punishment for that. And especially if you left a spot on a dish, um, all of the dishes were removed from the cupboards, every single dish in the house, and you had to wash and dry and put them all away again. And heaven forbid you made a mistake and missed the spot again, well, it would only get worse. And I am a dyslexic, and sometimes I miss things when I'm looking at them. Some things I see very very clearly, and other things I can look right through it. If you've ever seen me text, you know what I'm talking about. Because when I send the text, it looks 100% correct, no mistakes, no craziness. I look away from the screen, I look back, and I'm like, a 3-year-old just text that. It's horrible. It's horrible. Yes, Arya is still asleep. She hasn't moved an inch. So I'm sure she will keep me busy till the wee hours of the morning. Which I'll be busy till the wee hours of the morning anyway. But I get to make a witchy fun bag tonight. So that'll make me happy. I haven't made a bag in so long. I don't know if I remember how. I have to blow the dust off my sewing machine. And then I definitely have to clean my table off. And yeah, I don't know if you were like me, Jill, but they didn't figure out that I was a dyslexic until I was an adult. They just kept telling me that I was dumb because I could read the words and I knew exactly what they were, what they meant. I had an amazing vocabulary, but I couldn't spell a word to save myself. And like when I'd go to take a test, like in school, take a test, during the test, I couldn't tell you not one of those answers. I'd never heard of that stuff before in my life. Get done with the test and just having a conversation with the teacher about the things that were on the test, I could tell you every answer that there was. Or if I could verbally tell you the answer, I would get it right. If I had to write the answer down, I would get it wrong. I somehow the connection between my brain and my hand is broken. Like the answer just won't. I don't know. Yeah, there just wasn't. I got thrown into a special ed thing, and basically that's where they left me. And according to them, I wasn't going to do nothing. Well, look at me now. Math was something I was always good at. Oh my, I was so good at math. But yeah, the spelling the words, I couldn't do it. Still can't do it. That's right. Look at me now, all right? You know what happened? I dropped all the dead weight, aka the DNA providers. Ha! You had some awesome parents then, Jill. They moved to make sure that you had the programs that you needed. That's amazing. Not amazing. They should do that, you know. But you know, I understand not all parents can do that, and the fact that they could and they did is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I think kids like me kind of paved the way to help out the kids that are like me now, because I think they learned some stuff from us. 'Cause yeah, I can pick up anything. I mean, not a problem. I can figure it out. But that's the way a good teacher should, Miss Sally, for sure. If they find a way that your student can learn, teach them that way. Because we all do it different, that's for sure. I think we're gonna do like a 15-minute warning, guys. I know we did 2 hours the last time I was up here solo, and I haven't been as nervous about it this time. So, it's been better. But I do have a lot of work that I need to get done tonight so that I can get the bags, the winner's bag and the ordered bag out in the mail tomorrow. I don't like my customers to have to wait. And just for anyone that doesn't know, if there's anything in particular that you are looking for, no matter if it's naughty or nice, you're more than welcome to reach out to me via email and let me know what you're looking for. I will track it down the best I can, let you choose what it is that you want, and make your bag up for you as soon as that fabric comes in. Otherwise, I have loads of fabric and bag availability on my site where you can build and customize your bag to your delight. So please do check out my website. And if like I said, if there's something on there that you're interested in, you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to reach out to me directly. You can reach out to me through the site. I'm so sorry, Kimberly. No one should treat a child like that at all. I think the ones that say things like that, they're the ones that are failing the most. I had some pretty great teachers in my life. I also had some really not great ones at all. But I went through so many teachers, it's not funny. We moved so often that I never spent an entire school year from the start of the year to the end of the year in the same school district. I went to one school district 4 separate times. In my fourth grade year alone, I went to 4 separate different school districts. So, I mean, the teachers missed a lot, but they didn't really have a chance to pick up on it any either. So, I can't be mad at them for sure because we had a very nomadic life, and none of them ever had time. I think that's everything in life, isn't it, Miss Sally? There's good and bad in every group. Some that get into it for the right reasons, some that get into it for the wrong, some that get in there and go, "Oh goodness, I'm over my head." You know. Thank you for joining us, Miss Angela. It's always wonderful to have you in the chat. It's just unfortunate that the bad ones in the group are the ones that generally cause the most not problems, they just get noticed more, and they get talked about more, and then that's what people remember. High functioning autism. Yeah, my oldest son is autistic, ADHD, oppositionally defiant, and nonverbal. He was diagnosed with autism back in the day when no one really knew anything about autism. Like, it was still a very strange thing. They told me, "Your son's autistic. Okay, have a nice day and go home." No idea what I was supposed to do with all that or what even it meant. Nowadays, autism is everywhere, it seems. And very, very right, Jill. So glad he pushed through and kept trying. think we're gonna almost make it through the second strip of the night. Woohoo! Turn out be some very pretty colors. That's right. You're so right, Miss Sally. I think that, in a way, not in a way, for sure, I wouldn't be where I am right now, as far as in the craft, especially, um, as I am, if if it wasn't for the king standing underneath me, blowing all the wind underneath my wings. He kept encouraging me until I could take flight. And it was his belief and him seeing me, um, that made me realize that I can do it. 10 years ago, if you would have told me that I was going to design and make and dye the yarn for my own wedding dress, I'd have told you was crazy. And now, if I see something I like, I'm like, huh, I can make that. I think it's pretty awesome. Having someone to believe in you can truly make a difference in your world. And I'm sure he knows that too, Kimberly. For sure, Miss Carey, for sure. It's it's truly amazing to have someone at your back and to fully ride for you. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow, 35 already and living the dream. That is amazing. Thank you, Miss Sally. I am too, very much so. Think I would have lost my mind if I didn't have these crafts, because I spend an awful lot of time at home by myself with the king working 12-hour shifts and he needs to sleep when he's home. It's an awful lot of time alone. These crafts have really truly saved me. And I mean, I not even just in the loneliness, but the sense of accomplishment and pride in oneself. And it's amazing what knowing that you have the ability, um, can truly do for you, or just believing that you have the ability, you know. Nothing is too hard anymore. Everything is just, I'm sure I can do that, one step at a time, one stitch at a time. Oh, he'd be all right, Miss Kimberly. Riding a motorcycle, yeah, I know people get scared and stuff like that, but and I mean, you can get hurt, but you can get hurt getting out of bed. You can get hurt doing anything in this world. And if being out there on that bike and enjoying that wind hitting him in the face makes him feel half as good as I know it makes the king and I feel, he's having a good time when he's out there and he's loving life. And that's an amazing feeling to be out in the wide open spaces. And it's a very freeing and wonderful feeling. I love being on the motorcycle. I've been very much working on the king, trying to get him to agree to me getting a motorcycle just for when he's at work and stuff like that. Like when we're riding together, I still want to be on the back of our bike. Um, but I would like to be able to, ride down to the grocery store and pick up that loaf of bread that we needed, that we didn't realize we needed. Or I don't have any friends to go visit, but maybe I want to go to the yarn store and just get a couple things or something. I could hop on the motorcycle and do that, you know? Well, you got a point there. You definitely got a point there. It's the other people you got to worry about. Well, guys, I got this much left. When this is all gone, we'll get out of here. So I guess they're saying your goodbyes. Yeah. Well, I don't think she will really enjoy riding, but Coco loves to ride the motorcycle, and Khaleesi likes it too. It's not her favorite thing in the whole wide world, but leaving the house is not her favorite thing in the whole wide world. Period. But Coco loves riding so much that she actually has her own riding goggles. Um, she will, like, if the king is just messing with her, like he'll go out sometimes and he'll jump on the motorcycle while Coco's out in the game room, aka our two-car garage. Um, he'll jump on the motorcycle and Coco will come up and she'll practically climb his leg trying to get on before he can pull away because she just wants to be on that bike more than anything. So every once in a while, I'll jump on and we'll take her for a ride, give her a nice, couple miles down the road and couple miles back home. She just sits out there and just cheesing from one ear to the other the whole time we're out on that bike. That dog is just, I swear she smiles. She's funny. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it. So I'm gonna play my little video that I play in the beginning. I'll play that at the end here. You guys want to say goodbye to each other and all that fun stuff. Thank you for coming in tonight. I have enjoyed spending time with you guys. This is indeed getting easier going solo. Still not my favorite thing in the world, but it is getting easier. So hopefully, I'll get the gumption to do more of these solo things. I've been really trying to work myself up into doing the vertical lives and whatnot. So hopefully that will happen here pretty soon. Can't make any promises, but keep your eyes open and keep those notifications on, the little all on the bell and whatnot, so that you know when I do go live or when I put a video up. We will not have Witchy Wednesday this week. We will have Frantic Friday, hopefully with a ginormous chunk taken out of the blanket, and hopefully then by next Friday it will be completed and on its way to its owner. Thank you guys for being with me tonight. I love you very, very much. Bye for now. Thank you, Miss Linda.
From a princess to a queen she's grown, learning to fly with each wing she's shown. First crochet, then knit, now sewing she goes. Spinning and dyeing, what's next, who knows? She walks her path with courage bright, from morning sun to stars at night. No task too small, no dream too high. She'll soar above, reach the sky. From thread to thread, her story weaves a journey of strength, best believe. From spinning wheels to stitching seams, she crafts her world, living her dreams. Each new skill, a chapter turned, with every challenge, lessons learned. In skeins of yarn her spirit threads, create